Okay, good. Well, good morning, and this is certainly an exciting time as we prepare to celebrate 2025 and to welcome in 2026. South Australia Police will be out in force this evening across the state with one simple aim, and that is to ensure that we all have a safe and enjoyable New Year's celebration. Now, we have a variety of resources deployed on the ground. This will range from traffic police on the roads conducting random alcohol and drug testing, and also conducting speed detection duties to ensure our roads are safe. We'll have public transport teams deployed across the network, and there'll be police mobile throughout the community in cars, on foot, push bikes and on horses, working with a variety of specialist units to ensuring we all have a safe and enjoyable evening. Now, it's important as we head out this evening to have a plan about how you will safely get home. And this includes maintaining an awareness of your environment throughout the evening and perhaps regulating alcohol consumption so that you maintain that situational awareness to keep yourself safe. And when you're out and about with your mates and your friends, please look after them. Take care of your mates. And if you're with someone who's got themselves into a vulnerable situation, please stay with them, ensure their safety and make sure they get home. New Year is a time for joy. It's not a time for regret. Now, New Year is all about family and friends coming together to celebrate the new year. It is not a time for antisocial behaviour, and we will not tolerate violence or disruptive behaviour, and we will act swiftly to deal with those people who behave in an antisocial manner. Now, a declared public precinct is enforced in the Adelaide CBD and at Glenelg. That enables police to conduct searches for weapons and general drug searching, and it also enables us to direct people to leave who pose a risk to public safety, and in fact we can ban people from returning. Throughout the evening we'll also be using the recently introduced authorities that enable police to conduct weapon searches across the public transport system and including the public transport hubs. Now, as you plan your trip today, please be very mindful on our roads. Road trauma is a major risk this time of year, and the major contributors to road trauma continue to be speed, inattention, alcohol and drug use, and failing to wear seatbelts. So please be mindful of your journey, plan your trip and take care on our road system. So from South Australia Police, we wish everyone a safe and enjoyable new year. We hope for a quiet evening, and we look forward to enjoying it out there with you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. We'd like to wish everyone in South Australia a fantastic New Year's. We just want everyone to make sure they're doing the right thing, taking it easy. If you're consuming alcohol, don't consume alcohol excessively. We'd also ask that people look after their family and friends, make sure you're looking out for each other and enjoy the night. We've got resources on to cater for the event tonight that will occur across South Australia, not only in the metropolitan area but also in country South Australia. We're aware that there are a number of events occurring throughout the state, and we have the resources in place to support that. Tonight's a busy night for us. Between 10 p.m. and about 2 a.m. we average about 300 requests for assistance, so we've got the resources in place to be able to support that. Again, we'd just like to recommend that everyone has a great New Year's. Make sure you're looking after yourselves and your friends, and have a great night.
Might start with you. Could you please just tell us your last name and spelling?
Yep, so it's Brian Ward, W-A-R-D, Brian Ward.
So you mentioned you're expecting about 300 calls for help assistance tonight. How much more is that than usual?
I don't have those figures, sorry.
That's okay, on like an average day?
I'd say so between the 10 and 2 a.m. period, a 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. period, we're probably looking at about a 15 to 20% increase in requests for assistance. So that's what we generally would get.
It's making quite a warm day, as well as people out. Is there anything you can do to make your job easier?
Yeah, so certainly the weather is probably a great New Year's weather in terms of it's not too hot, but certainly we'd recommend that people hydrate, look after themselves through the day, stay cool where they can. But certainly tonight I think it's going to be great weather for the New Year's celebrations. Yes, so we do have extra resourcing on across the state to try and help meet that demand that we have in place through the time period.
And the majority of those callouts,
So we really attend a mixed variety of different cases through the New Year's period, not only from intoxication and people affected by alcohol, but also falls, people injuring themselves just by, unfortunately, doing New Year's Eve things. Yeah.
Obviously, with what's happened over these online by professionals, has that played into your preparations for tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. So whenever we have large mass gatherings, police always plan to ensure an appropriate police response to that. Yes, we are mindful of the recent events and the tragic events in Bondi a few weeks ago, but we always ensure that our police response to crowded spaces is sufficient to cater for the prevailing demand.
would you say there's more police on this year than there was last year because of those?
Our deployment this year is similar to what it has been for other years.
And I know that Semaphore put in a request to declare Adelaide a public precinct for the Ashes. Is that necessary for tonight's rebash games?
The declared public precinct has been declared for the Adelaide CBD for the event for New Year's Eve, and that doesn't liven additional powers for police.
But that doesn't extend to
No, so we're having in consideration to that.
Okay. And can people who travel into the city by train expect to be wanted here and searched for weapons?
Yeah, so the recently introduced legislation in relation to police authority to conducting searches and to warn people for carrying weapons across the public transport system, including the Adelaide railway station and 36 other hubs, that can occur anywhere at any time throughout the public transport system. So yes, it is possible that people could be searched here at Adelaide railway station tonight. Likewise, they could be searched on any train, tram or bus or at the various hubs across the network.
Have you received any community feedback from the recently declared public precincts in Adelaide Metro services?
No, not yet. I haven't.
And just wanted to put something to you. Unfortunately, I don't have any sort of details on this, but the opposition has said that in South Australia over summer, Adelaide CBD becomes a hotbed of crime over the summer months. Without any further information on that, can you make any comments on that?
No, so I'm not really in a position to have any data or can talk to that in particular. Suffice to say that throughout the year, the police resources are deployed in response to the prevailing demand. That is adjusted based upon what occurs at the time. Well, absolutely. Police and ambulance tonight hope to enjoy a quiet evening. We want this to be quiet. We want to have the opportunity to enjoy the New Year's celebration with the community, but we do have a role to do, and we just ask that the community works with us as we go about our important work to keep everyone in the community safe.
And is there a fear that under the new powers you can direct a person to leave for 24 hours? Is that just pushing the problem away somewhere else?
No, I don't believe so. I think the authority has been brought in to deal with a particular issue. It has been appropriately applied to the public transport system and also to the shopping centres where it isn't played. That is subject to constant review, and if there's a need to revisit that, then we will. But based upon the current information which is available, we are confident that the declarations which are in play in relation to the listed shopping centres and also across the public transport system is appropriate.
You mentioned road traffic before. There was a serious crash this morning at Tarlee. Do you have any update or any information?
Yeah, so there was a serious road crash at Tarlee this morning. Road closures are still in place, and the Major Crash Investigation Unit are on the scene conducting their investigation. It's too early in the investigation for me to comment further on that, but Police Media Unit will be able to release additional information later in the day.
Did you have a general word of warning for the roads tonight?
Yeah, so we just ask people to be mindful when travelling on our roads. The major contributors to road trauma continue to be speed, alcohol, drugs, fatigue, inattention and failing to wear seatbelts. So please plan your journey. All of the major contributors to road trauma you can control. So plan your trip, take responsibility and keep us all safe on the road. Absolutely. So people should be very mindful that the drug testing regime tests the presence of drug in the system. It's not a set level as it would be with alcohol. So people need to be mindful that any drug they take tonight can have an impact upon them on the future.